Hey everybody and welcome back, it's Professor Powerline and this is Let's Play Pokemon Yellow. In the last part we got our Boulder badge, as you can see here, and TM34 Bide, which I'm not going to be using. In this part we're going to try and get to Mount Moon and see if we can't get through it. I've already battled most of these trainers here except for this guy. And a couple things I should say real quick is, I know I'm carrying 4 Pokemon with me, but I actually only intend to use Pikachu for now. The other 4 I just got to beat, 3 rather, I just got to beat the gym leader because it's a real pain, and yeah, I'm only going to be using event Pokemon in this Let's Play. So I thought you might want to know that. Something else, what was it? Oh yeah, I also don't know any of the secrets of this game. Everything I know is based off previous playthroughs, so don't expect me to know every little nook and cranny of this game. Something I love, this trainer right here. Eek, did you touch me? Clearly, because we were all over there, and we have extendo arms, clearly. Anyway, on the subject of Jigglypuff, if you can catch one of those, or a Clefairy, or anything that knows Sing, you might want to, because there's a glitch in this show, or something built into the game that I'm going to show in later on, and Sing comes in handy for it. But it's not required to. If you're using a Pikachu, it's not too big of a deal. Anyway, while nothing interesting is going on, I feel I should mention that I actually am not doing this live. Unfortunately, the voice file for this got deleted, so I have to re-record over it. So, if I forget something or something sounds awkward, that's why. Don't bother going back to your Pokemon after that. There is a Pokemon Center up here, so you don't need to be too worried about that. And right there is Mount Moon, one of 2 or 3, maybe 4 caves in the entire game. Only the second, well, it's the first of 3 essential ones. That's so sloppy. And yeah, I'm not going to show anything but the required trainer battles in here because there's a lot of them and a lot of Pokemon will be a pain enough. If you go over here, there's TM02, or 12 rather. Well, that's Water Gun or Bubble Beam. I can't actually remember. And up here, there's another item, Potion. And more wild Pokemon, which are very nice. A couple things in here is you can get Zubat in here, which is a decent flying and poison type. It's nothing I like to use. You can get your first rock and ground types in here. They're very defensive, very hard to train, and I personally don't like them at all. So I'm not going to be bothering with them. Excuse me. So the interesting you can find in here is Paris. He's the first grass type that's catchable in this game. Include Bulbasaur. He's only good if you're going to affect stats. And here's our first Team Rocket member, a Pokemon Gangster, which I think is funny. Why would you ever identify yourself as a Pokemon Gangster? It's like yelling to the cops, I'm a criminal. It doesn't help. Be covert, would you? Anyway, he's not going to be too tricky. He's just got a Sandshrew dealie here. Just gonna throw a Rattata because I like watching Rattata suffer. I really hate this fight. I don't say not live commentary. It's really kind of a bummer. But a little late for that, I suppose. Almost got him. Or not. Thank you, Ninrin. And I'm pretty sure I finished this up pretty quick here, but I can't remember. I haven't really watched this in a while. Pikachu leveled up there. Ninrin's Double Team. That's a attack that raises evasiveness. It's like lowering accuracy, but even if but it's unused so that it's so confusing. I'm just gonna let you figure that one out actually. Okay, that's not good manners of me. It raises evasiveness, it makes you harder to hit. It's like lowering your opponent's accuracy, only if they switch out that goes away, and this one you'd have to switch out. There, I said it. Anyway, almost got this guy down here, then we can move on with the tunnel. Leech Life, that's such a useless move. Supersonic, a move you will come to load with all of your being. What that does is it forces you to hit yourself with a 40 power normal attack, but it's a 50-50 chance. but believe me, it'll seem more like 75 or 80 if it ever gets done to you. It's the most annoying thing ever. And here we got an H point up. We're going to go ahead and use that on our Pikachu. I'm just going to use most of the stat upgrade stuff on Pikachu till I can't take anymore. And the only thing left in here is a Pokemon. The first Paras we encounter. Yay for us. Run. Okay. Hate wild Pokemon. So, now we can get back on our little journey. If you go down here, you'll realize I made a wrong turn. Very nice. Another Zubat here. Believe me, those guys get annoying. Something I should mention is there's a item here. Very nice, an escape rope. Another one here. But there's actually one to the left over there, which I don't ever get. Sorry about that. It totally slipped my mind when I was recording this. I can't remember what it is. I think it's like a Carbos or something like that, but I can't remember. Anyway, that girl's got a really annoying Pokemon. No, she's got two grass-type Pokemon. What is it? A Bellsprout and an Oddish, I believe. They're pretty easy to beat if you have a decent flying type with you. Anyway, more wild Pokemon. I really don't like these caves because there's not much to talk about, and I can't really show you too much in here. There's not very many secrets. Nothing interesting happens except more Team Rocket grunts. That's Mega Punch. I'll probably be using that one with Pokemon later. It's actually a normal attack, not a fighting attack in this game, and I don't really know why that is. Come to think about it, I don't know if it ever was made a fighting attack. I'll look that up later. You know, we're just gonna brush this guy aside real quick. While he tries desperately to hang on with Leech Life. Gets a critical hit. And that takes care of that. Don't you love the stereotypical bad guy Pokemon, snakes and bats? Why don't they have everything cute and fluffy? That would be evil enough. Whatever. Anyway, right here we see one of the only hidden items I've ever memorized. And yes, I am that nerdy. I memorized the invisible items. Bow for me. Or laugh at me. You know what? I don't even care. Anyway, on with the cave. Or not. Or more interruptions. Let's just go with that. So, it's actually a pretty short cave if you avoid all the trainers and wild Pokemon. It really won't take you too long. There are a lot of items in it which you probably want to get because once you're out of this cave, you can't go back through it until you get Fly or go through the Iglet Cave, but that's a real pain, and believe me, you won't ever want to come back in here unless you have like a million repels with you, which I wish I had, but I don't, so, you know, whatever. And so I'm not gonna fight that guy right now. I'll get him later. You actually have to talk to him, I think, to make him battle you. So there's only two trainers in here left. The first is apparently it's a Geodude. You know, I'll just let you see him when you get there. The first is a wild Pokemon again. Sheesh. Okay, you want to make sure your Pokemon are in good condition here. Switch to something else, and here's a Super Nerd. I do not know why you'd ever label yourself as a Super Nerd. On the other hand, I just labeled myself the nerd, so, you know what, maybe this is justifiable. Oh well, I still wouldn't introduce myself as Super Nerd and challenge someone to a Pokemon battle. But whatever. So, this guy's got a Grimer and I believe his next Pokemon's a Voltorb, which up till now you haven't seen too much of, and I think the only other electric type you can see up to this point is a Magnemite, which is another trainer back in the back of the cave that I skipped. But yeah, he screeched at us. I really don't know what to think about that. You know, be careful, those Voltorbs are actually the fastest Pokemon in this game up till, well, actually up till Silver. But anyway, he's really not too troublesome. Deal with our Pikachu here. Alright, and that concludes that. And you have two choices here. You have the Dome Fossil, which evolves into, or revives into Kabuto, which is the one I'm going to pick. The other one is the Helix fossil, which goes into Ammonite, which the other guy's going to take if you take the other one. And no matter which one you take, he'll take the other, so whatever. I picked Kabuto simply because I think he looks cooler, and they're the same type, they're pretty close to the same stats, and moves are pretty similar, I'm pretty sure. Anyway. And something right here is what I like about Pokemon Yellow is you actually get to fight Team Rocket in it, which I think is really cool. A little annoying at times though, but still pretty cool. And they're going to have all the same Pokemon they have in the anime, which and another nice touch there. Ow. I lose this fight, just so you know. For some reason I thought I could go 3-on-1 with just a minor level advantage, and they have the cheapo attack Wrap. It's the most Bush League attack ever. Oh my goodness, if you ever get stuck in there faster than you, there's nothing you can do. So bogus. Anyway, try to revive my Pidgey there with a potion, very nice. And I call myself a professor. Yeah. So, in the next video, I'm going to start off with me beating these guys, since I clearly don't succeed in this one. And then I'll show you, I'll start to collect my team in the next video and show the next city off, and that'll be that. I'm going to end on a failure for the second time in this LP with only 4 episodes, because I'm just that awesome. Anyway, see you all next time. This has been Professor Powerline. Good luck.